Hi, in this video we'll take a look at Axway's Amplify Fusion's GraphQL connector, and we will make a GraphQL call to the SpaceX GraphQL API. So you can go to this URL, it's on apollographql.com, and you can read about it, and you can run the Explorer and make some calls yourself. But I'm going to go into our project, our Getting Started project, and let's create a test integration. Hello, GraphQL. All right, we'll do what we typically do. We'll run a test integration with a scheduler so we can use the test button to trigger it. We're not going to activate this, so that's okay. And let's add a GraphQL component. And you'll see there's two types of calls you can make, a query or mutation. It's like a read or an update. We'll do a query, do something simple. And let's get SpaceX capsules. And let's expand the configuration panel here. And we'll need a connector, which we don't have. And that's where the Explorer is going to help, or at least the website's going to help, because all the calls are made against this URL. So I'll copy that. And let's add a connector, SpaceX GraphQL. And the service route is the URL I just copied, and there's no authentication. But if you had any, you would configure it here. And let's do an update. And let's run a quick test, and that should pass, okay? Click refresh and grab our connector. So we also need a plug. We've seen plugs before when we did the database connector. So the GraphQL connector requires a plug as well. And just so you know, this is the call I'm going to be making. This is in Postman, but I'll get more information, but I'm going to get capsules. So I'm doing a query of capsules. So let's add a plug, and let's call this SpaceX get capsules. Space capsules, that is. And we click the configure button, we select our connector, and we want to do a query, and then we can see all the services that are available. And capsules is one of them, and you can see there's some input fields and some output fields. These are related to pagination. And let's just do a limit of the first, 10. Well, let's use a limit. When I call it, I'll specify 10. And let's grab ID, landings, original launch, reuse count, status, and type. And we don't need the rest of this. Let's just grab some information. And let's save. And we can also test this real quickly. Plugs can be tested. And I only have one input, so let's say 5. Let's test it. And there you can see the 5 capsules and some pagination information here below. All right. Let's close this. Let's refresh. And let's see how the component acts. Capsules, there's our limit, and we can see what our output is, there's success, status code, response headers, and here is the response. There's my data. Okay, let's hard code a limit of 100. Let's save that, and let's run by clicking the test button. And I'm in the monitor, and I'm looking at my transaction. There's the scheduler. There is my GraphQL query component. And if I click on that, I should see my response. There's a 200. And if I look at my data, I have no errors, there are capsules, and I guess there was only 25 even though I asked for 100. Maybe it's a hard code, maybe it's a limit from the back end to only get 25 per time, or there were only 25 capsules because I did put a limit of 100. And there you go. So in this example, we took a look at Axway Amplify Fusion's GraphQL connector, and we made a call to the SpaceX GraphQL API. Thank you.